Hello, it's Eyewitness Report on Channels Television, where those shots you sent to our portal are put in the right frame in order to get the desired result. To keep them coming in, I'm Chris Elems. This week, Eyewitness Report features the travails of Lagos residents who live by the canals meant to control flooding in parts of the state. The early rainfall is beginning to expose the inefficiency and ineffectiveness of these canals spread across Lagos as a result of lack of maintenance. From Ogudu down to Bode Thomas, Adelabu, James Island, Natufe and Alhaji Brima, the story is the same. We visited and now present our experience. Join us. This road around Babs and Imashao in Surulere separates constituency 1 and 2. However, same canal runs through them. While dredging and channelization work is ongoing to put the constituency 1 stretch in order, that of constituency 2 lies unattended. Broken down excavators and earth-moving machines line up both sides of the canal, which has already been overtaken by weeds and other debris. So when it rains, it spills its content to the road and surrounding communities. One of the residents shares an insight into their predicament.
The Census Canal, which is situated in Surulere, has serious flooding issues, which stems from the fact that a canal, which should be a canal, has now been dammed. In essence, just behind or around James Village, we can further up that side. It's been dammed, so when the water falls or the rain falls, it has no access to go through and it tends to just sit. And it can't take, every time it has rained so far, let me just put it this way, this year, the water has stood and we have to inconvenience ourselves. We can't leave the house, we can't come into the house, the whole area is flooded, and all kinds of issues arise as a result. The part that is cleared is the Ecological Trust Fund, which falls under the remit of the federal government. Now, the part that is not cleared is under the state government. So in essence, the federal government, through the SGF's office, through Gbajabiamila, which falls under constituency 1, has done the canal all the way from Yaba, and they've done it to a very good standard, where they've laid the blocks, dredged it, and even leveled it, and given people room to move from here to Masha if you want to walk it. But that will not be possible here because this will be a disaster. Now, unfortunately, this aspect, which is under the state government, Lagos state government, has not been done for many, many years. And as a direct consequence, every time it rains, everybody here is in fear. And, and this has to, well, we're hoping for assistance, and we hope it will stop. The last rain that fell, I think, was on Sunday. This Sunday gone. There was a car immersed. I had to take pictures of this. It was that bad. The kids could not even go through. People could not access their houses. They had to stay at home. And those who had gone out could not return home. So you can begin to quantify the economic and the qualitative effect of this on human life.
Further down Alhaji Brima, the residents share a gloomy picture of what stares them in the face with every raindrop.
Over the years, we were happy when, we heard that we have a federal government, World Bank and state government project going on by dredging the canal along this Isa Brimo Street. But unfortunately for us, we thought that something that was meant to be of joy, turned out to be hardship on the people around this community. Whenever it rains, most people just try and probably look for alternative accommodation. The canal is flooded into the street and it gets into the compounds of all the residents in this area. People have practically moved out of the estates because of the pain that they've suffered. Their furniture, household items, being flooded and destroyed. In the house, there was a day I couldn't park inside. I parked along the street, and in the next day, my car all got, wet. Water went into the vehicle. I had it for almost a week before it got dried. There was one of our other tenants too, same. I think he had to sell it off because it was beyond repair.
We have written petition. Personally, I took it to the Ministry of Environment. They came, they inspected the place. That was 2 years ago. They gave us assurance that we were going to do something, but ever since, nothing has happened. And unfortunately, for the past few weeks that the rain that have fallen here, a lot of properties have been destroyed, homes. In fact, even the transformer, the walls of the transformer, you'll see it shortly, has collapsed as a result of that heavy downpour and the flood. Many people couldn't gain entrance to this residence for this estate here. It's as bad as that.
1 week after the last rainfall, this resident still has his books spread outside to dry up after the flood visited his home.
I went to church, and then by the time I came back from the church, I saw the entire house was flooded. The sitting room, the bedroom, and just flooded everywhere, the bathroom also. And, my books also got wet. Stuffs I had on the floor all got wet, and it was quite a bad experience. I just hope something will be done about it, because I know the rains are just starting. There are still going to be much more in future. So it would be really nice if something can be done about it, so that the problem will be addressed at the root and there won't be a reoccurrence of such.
A cursory look around reveals cracks on houses, and the people are afraid of what might be their fate by the next rainfall. Victoria Udor, who says she moved into the area during the dry season, shares a video with us on her last rainfall experience.
This is my area. Any little rain, we are stranded. See how I'm swimming in dirty water because I have to go to work. Some days back when it rained from around 3 a.m. to maybe 6:30. On stepping out of the house, everywhere was flooded. And I needed to go to work and give a report. If not, I had a very crucial report to do that day, I wouldn't have gone to work. But I don't have a choice. I had to go into the water. My bags, my clothes, everything that I need for work was at my bag. Then I had to wear something short and I was swimming. It was really, really embarrassing, and it's health threatening. I had to look for a bottle of water and Dettol just to clean up. And imagine leaving your house to work and you still beg someone, please, can I change in your house? It's so embarrassing. So I need you to please help us, talk to the people that can help us find a permanent solution to this.
The experience is not different around James Island Estate, where the canal has completely been blocked. One of the residents can be seen carrying out some repair works on her property. She says this has become her lot.
Once it rains, the flood, once it comes to that place, because that canal is supposed to throw to Coca, and this other canal here is supposed to throw to Surulere. This one is blocked. Once it's filled up, the water now overflow to this extent. The time we park in here, 2006 till 2012, it was 2012 we had floods for the first time. That flood that was terrible in Lagos that year. So since that time, it has been every year. At times when it rains, we don't go out here. We wait maybe for a day or two before we go out. If you look at the road there, you can see a lot of rubbles. It's self-help, not from government. Despite the fact we pay our tenement rents every year here, there's no presence of government here. You go to the local government, nothing. You go to, there was a time we even arranged ourselves. We went to Alausa and did we no go gree. That was the end of it. Nothing came out of it. This canal this other canal is to Surulere. The problem it has, where they have the truck park, is a waterway. They're supposed to throw it to the lagoon, Lagos Lagoon. That the park now block the waterway. It doesn't go. The little space that was left 3 or 4 years ago, the people that are selling orange and pawpaw, they lifted that place and block it. So once it rains, the water gets to that place, from past Animal Shower and everywhere to this place, it's just like Atlantic Ocean. You see it. It has been sorry experience for us.
Photos of the state of Alhaja Odunla, Natufe and Balogun Close also reveal the level of decay that has enveloped the area due to the canal.
The records show that money has been appropriated, but the money has been squandered. And this has caused unbearable hardship for people living in this vicinity.
Attempt to reach out to the boss of the Lagos State Public Works has not been successful. However, we gathered from an anonymous source that the agency has not been funded for a while, a reason it has not been effective. We hope the Lagos State government will take a look at these canals and give them the desired attention so as to save Lagosians from the many troubles of flooding.